Hello everyone. Today we are going to deal with a very important topic vis-a-vis admissions to the US universities. Now some of you might know that on 29th June 2023, the US Supreme Court struck down race-based admission policies in cases against Harvard University and University of North Carolina, which virtually ended race-based admission policies across US universities. Now the question naturally follows, what is race-based admission policies and why was it important? Well, to answer these questions effectively, we need to go back all the way to the 1960s in the US. In the 1960s, the civil rights movement brought forth the questions of equality, justice, and institutionalized discrimination at the very center of the US national discourse. This led to President Lyndon Johnson in 1965 declare a host of affirmative action policies all across the US. Now, what are these affirmative action policies? Affirmative action policies are crafted primarily to help marginalized groups and minorities gain access to opportunities in governments as well as in the education system. So in that sense, affirmative action policy is very similar to the idea of reservation, to the idea of positive discrimination and alternative access. This kind of policies are implemented in different countries across the world. Now, in the context of US university system, these policies were helping underrepresented communities based on their race, gender, ethnicity, national identity gain access to the US university system. After the 29 June 2023 decision of the US Supreme Court, race can no longer be a factor in determining whether a student can be admitted to a US university or not. Now, what will the ramification be in the admission system? To answer this question effectively, we need to understand that this is not the first time that affirmative action policies in admission decisions were banned in the US. In fact, by 2021, 9 states had already banned affirmative action policies in admission decisions, and it began with California in 1996. When California banned affirmative action policies in admission decision, a study found that in the class of 1998, there was almost a 40% drop in Hispanic and Black population at selective institutions such as UCLA and UC Berkeley. Other studies that have been done have also found very similar kind of things. So it's very clear that the 29th June decision of Supreme Court to ban race-conscious admission decision will have an impact on the admission system in the US universities. Now, how it will impact the international students who are aspiring to apply to this US university? From the perspective of an international students, this decision will have 4 very important ramifications. Number 1, an enhanced importance of their nationality. Now remember that although the US Supreme Court has banned race-conscious admission decision, they have not banned all other forms of affirmative decision. Now, if banning race-conscious admission decision actually impacts the diversity of a university campus in a negative way, and since all the universities are extremely determined to maintain their diversity of campus, it's possible that the nationality of a student will be a very important parameter with which a university kind of maintains the diversity of their campus. So a student, especially if they come from a very underrepresented country in the US education system, then they would have an added advantage as an international applicant to the US university system. The important impact is the enhanced importance of essays. Now, the Supreme Court has banned race-conscious admission decision, but the Chief Justice of the US Supreme Court said that the personal essay can be a space where a student might kind of write the discrimination he or she has faced because of their identity. So, say for example, a student from a tribal community who have not been able to access very good quality education can actually narrate the story how their financial position or their kind of caste, or because of race, or because of gender, or because of orientation, they have not been able to access good quality education. They can put that story into their personal essay, and that will be considered for admission decision. So although the race of a student will not directly be considered in the admission decision, how their race, ethnicity, religion, or other forms of identity have impacted their life can be put across in their essays, and that will be considered in selecting a student for admission. The third important factor is the reduced importance of standardized tests. Now, standardized tests have historically been found to negatively impact the diversity of a campus, and that's the reason, as universities, like I said, is extremely determined to maintain the diversity of campus, the standardized tests importance might be reduced. And number 4 is the reduced importance of legacy admissions. Now, what is legacy admission? Legacy admission means that a relative of an alumni is preferred in the admission system in the US. Now, this is also very similar to the standardized test thing. It also negatively impacts diversity of campus. So, it's possible that the importance of legacy admission will also be reduced. In conclusion, from the perspective of an international student, this decision has created an opportunity for them to kind of apply to the US universities, and the possibility, especially if they come from an underrepresented country in the US education system, the possibility of them getting an admission in the US university will become higher because of this decision. Thank you.